Okay, so now we're going to crack on with the rest of the sites. We've got all of our Excel documents open that we need. So we've got our personal macros. Let's move that down here. We've got our read sheet sites, which is our app sheet stuff. And we've got our probe export, which is the normal probe file ones, not the M-cubed ones, probe export. So we'll just move those down here. Again, you can put them wherever you want. I just like to put them out of the way. This is it's a folder, so we don't need that. We can just keep this up for now. But what we'll do is we'll start with these ones. So this one's over here, Clyde, Merrylands, and Parramatta. These ones are just probes. So we only need the probe files for this. So what we'll do, we'll grab all three. We'll open all three of these. Clyde, Merrylands, Parramatta. These ones are my favorites because they're so easy. Usually, I'm going to jinx it now. I'm going to ruin everything. Usually, we don't have any issues. Of course, though, with Christmas, we won't have more closed shops. So again, we're going to, on our Stream Deck, clear out the old data. Now, Merrylands, usually we take, depending on when it's read, usually it's read after the end of the month. Usually it's read after the 1st. And it should always be read after the 1st, which means we take the end of month data. But this month, Nabil was running out of time, so we had to read it earlier. So I believe we have to do current read, and it should say the 31st. And so this is a good test. When you put in the current read and it comes back to you with the 31st, that means that you should use the current stuff, not the end of month stuff. So, because then otherwise you'll just take it back to the 1st of December. Actually, I'll show you what. Let's just demonstrate that. Let's just go this and go 1st of December, and we'll see what the reads look like. And what you'll see is the usage is so small. In fact, it's 0. It is identical because the last reads we took were EOM reads that were done on the 1st or 2nd of December, meaning that it took the EOM data from the very start of December. And this data taken from the 31st of December, it's taking the EOM, which means it is also taking the 1st of December. So it's taking the same data, which is why you're seeing 0 usage. So that's probably a bit of a giveaway. So we'll just put it back and we'll use the current data. And of course, we're using meter ID because there's nothing in this meter serial. And double click, boom, boom. So I'm going to copy, paste. And we're going to have a look down. So you can see here, there's a red here, which means it's a negative. But that's okay because it's just rolled over. In fact, if you highlight these down the bottom here, you should be able to see the sum. And the sum of the cells that we've selected is 0, 100, 931, and 931 is here. You can also, in a separate cell, you could go equals that plus that plus that, and you'll get the same result. So again, there's a few different ways you do it, but that's okay. This is the same here. I've got a few NAs, we'll go through those later. This one is a negative. I'm guessing that it's gone 97. Yep, that's rolled over. That one, probably the same. Rolled over. That one is weird. Why is it like that? It's given us all 4. If I copy this, okay, so that probably tells me, yeah, we were missing a register last time that we did not get. So I can get that this time if I use the EOM data because, like we saw before, we have that. So if I use the EOM data, again, this is not a necessity, but I'm just going to do it because I can. I've taken the EOM data from this month, which is exactly the same. So just to kind of add it. So that is okay. And that is okay. So yeah, it looks like that's all good. Now let's just check our NAs, which we have no data for. delete that, and we can see there's no data here either, so I think we are all good. So it looks like we have everything. Now, last thing, check the dates. Just going to clean this up, make sure the dates are all in all the cells. Let's just check that there weren't any missed ones last time that we don't have there's no comments for. That's all good. Show all, just for my own sake. Copy and paste again, and that's it. Done. Merrylands is done. So Merrylands, we'll put that down as the 31st. Clyde. Tiny site. Tanya does this one. We'll take the meter or the serial. These numbers are the same. If we have any issue, we'll just use the other one. That looks good. Now, with this one, we can use either the AOM or the current. See, it's the 3rd of January. So, in previous months, you can see it's always dated the 1st. I think that means that in this case, I usually use the AOM for Clyde. So what I'll do is I'll use the AOM serial data just to keep things consistent. So you usually use previous months as a guide as to how to do it, and then we'll change that because it says the 1st. I'll do the 1st of the 1st, and we'll keep things consistent. And you can see all the variances. Beautiful. They look great. I love it. Very easy. That one's done. We'll put that down as the 1st. Parramatta. Clear out the old data. Meter ID. I'm not sure when this was read, so we'll do current. And then if it's after the 1st, we'll run it again with the AOM data. All right, cool. So it's after the 1st. So what we'll do is we'll do it again with the end of month data. Copy that to the bottom. Control C, V. Let's do it a bit different. Let's clear out the NAs this time. Oh, hello. We don't have any data for this one, but we should. Let's have a look at the zeros. Oh, that's interesting. So we're not getting any data from these ones, which is weird. What we'll do, okay, we'll clear these ones out as well because they're kind of weird, and we'll show all of the blank ones. And what we'll do is we'll try and get just the current data. We'll see if that changes anything. Okay, so it looks like this one was missed. Now we can investigate why it was missed, or we can just leave it and put missed read or probe failed, something like that. I'm going to put probe failed. Oh no, actually I'll put missed read. And then we'll just see what happens. As for these ones though, these ones works perfectly. So for some reason, let's have a look actually in the source file. Let's have a look what the problem is here. So you can see, okay, so when we probe this one, these two, you can see them here. When we probe them, for some reason, it doesn't give us anything except for the total. Why? Who knows? But yeah, nothing we can do about that. So we'll just take the current read, and we'll, since the rest of them are end of month, we'll just do the same thing. We'll just make, oh, gotta fix that. Make sure that they're all end of, we'll just say that they're all end of month. I mean, it's a couple of days, so it doesn't really make a difference. Then copy, paste values, and that one is missed. And look, we can have a look through here, but the fact is that we probed it. So unless there's something wrong with the data, like we saw Waverley Gardens, where they're kind of way off, this is almost 99% correct. So that one I'm happy with. So we'll close that and put that down as the 31st. Boom. All right, let's keep rolling. 50 Albert. Now usually this one is lend lease as well at the start. So app sheet and probed. So we'll do the, let's see, how do we usually do this one? The first, so end of month data. So we'll go end of month. And we'll just see how it likes it. Seems to like it just fine. Again, 1, 2, 3. We'll copy this first. It's in the wrong column, so we'll copy the entire row. We'll shift it across and we'll paste values. And then we'll go in our shoulder and we'll put 0, Control Enter, and we'll put that all the way down. And then, do we use the first? Yes, we use the first. So we go first to the first. Copy that all the way down. That looks fine, to be honest, I think. Let's just check if there's any NAs. Go to the end and, oh, that's it. Done. That one is easy. Nothing on app sheet. In fact, I'm just gonna remove app sheet from there and praise my lucky stars, and we'll put that as the first, so that one's done. Craigieburn. So yeah, obviously now we're working on ones that are probed and app sheet. So Craigieburn, John does this. Do the same thing. Now I believe with this we use the serial data. So, and we do the actual read date. So John always reads this on the first of the month. It's always the first of the month. So we'll copy that. Oh, copy that all the way down. Control C, right click V. Get rid of the NAs and delete them. And then we'll use app sheet. And I think we use the serial number as well. Let's find out. Let's use the serial number and see what happens. Copy that down. Okay, now there's a few NAs, so we'll reapply because we've got our NA one on. Just this one looks like it's missing. So you can see from the reads here that usually we probe it because they're decimals, I think. Although let's try the meter ID. Just the normal meter ID might pop up with something. No, it looks like John's just missed this one. So what we'll do, we'll open it up. We'll copy the meter ID and we'll search for it in our grid view. So we'll go. I think Craigieburn is spelt wrong, but I haven't fixed it. So yeah, there we go. Control F V, and we'll open it up with that button. And you can see that we haven't had a read for 9 months, a manual read for 9 months. So likely John's missed this one, or he hasn't probed it. So what I'm going to do, what I like to do with these app sheet ones, if we miss a read, is make a note. So I'll say missed in Jan. Please ensure it's read this month, and then I'll date it for the month that it will be read. So it'll be February-25, and I'll just leave it there, and that will flag it to John because there's a note in the job instructions. John will see that and he'll know, oops, I better get that one. So we'll just put down missed read for that. Now let's have a look at this. There's a few 0 ones. I like to look at these 0 ones. So usually, yep, off supply, and you can see these ones are off supply. That's all right. And the rest, and you can tell these are app sheet. You can tell which ones are app sheet and which ones are the probe files based on the date as well. If it's just a normal date here, then it's a probe file. If it's you got the timestamp, then it's a app sheet read. So these are both listed as off supply. So these are all 0s as well. You can tell from the previous reads. So yeah, that's all good. So we'll just go down to the bottom. Let me just unselect and only select the blank ones. And yeah, the only one that from the last month that we didn't get is this one. This was missed. So we're all good here. So we'll select all. We'll do our little Control C, Control Shift V for paste the values, and then I like highlight these, drag the dates down. Oh, hello. So you guys, now you can search for T blocking if you want. I think there's only this one. So 0, 0, clear the filter. Sorry, we're going quickly. But this should be pretty self-explanatory by now. So yeah, again, we just want to make sure everything is pasted as value. Dates are all filled in and correct. And last thing, we'll just make sure there's no notes from last time. Again, I remember this time with this one, but other sites I don't. So, you know, sometimes you remember, sometimes you don't. That's all done. Craigieburn is done on the 2nd. Cool. Next one, DFO South Wharf Electricity. Gas, we don't probe, so we can get rid of that. DFO South Wharf Electricity. There you are. Okay. Oh, the gas is there as well. That's right, we'll do the gas at the same time. So we'll move it across by pressing the button. Now you see down here, some of our sheets, DFO South Wharf specifically as well, have multiple tags. That's okay. We'll get rid of these old photos. We just do the same as normal. Fill it in. DFO South Wharf is usually done before the end of the month, so we use the current read. Boom, boom. Copy, paste. Get rid of the NAs. Then we'll put our app sheet. Hopefully this works, because some of the mean numbers don't match. So we might have to put them in manually. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Oh, we're very close. Last one. Try this one. We'll try the serial number now with that app sheet. And they're coming in hot. Alan begrudgingly now does, Alan Cooney does it on app sheet despite loving to do everything on paper. So we've convinced him. So this is on the 31st. That's pretty good actually. Okay, get rid of this photo below. Please display for the second digit is broken. So sometimes this one can have issues because we can't really read the second digit, but you can just double check that. This all looks good. This one, because it's got the max demand. The max demand you'll usually only see when it's probed, so you can tell that this read is accurate. Cool. So that's that. Now we've done that. We've done the electricity. Now we need to do the gas. So we'll go to the gas. Now you can't use the Stream Deck when you have a result sheet with 2 tabs. It just doesn't work. If you press it, it will go help. Just press end when this error pops up and you'll be fine, but you'll need to manually copy it across. So sometimes I like to, you don't really need to. You can, if you want, copy this into here. Just remember to delete it, but you just use it as a reference. But we'll just copy across, and then delete that. And then what I usually do, oh gosh, I hope this works. We'll see what happens. I'm going to use the serial because I don't think the meter ID works. Oh, it doesn't like it. Okay, so this is relatively new. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to get the reads manually. So we'll go into our read sheets site, just read sheets. We'll go to data and filter, and then we'll select DFO South Wharf. And we'll select just the gas, and we'll let me just shrink this. We'll put the reads in ourselves. So we'll go aerial. That was blocked because there were a lot of chairs in the way. Put that into the comments just as a note that it was blocked. Although I think everything's in order. I think I made it so everything's in order. Genki, rolled, Taiwan. Well, these three at least are. So we'll put them in there. That's good. Put the read date in as well to make it a little easier so we know we've got the right read and it's in variance. Yep. B1505. Yep. Mad Mex, Go Burgers, Espresso Room, 105A, Billy's, Bohemian. Oh, doesn't like that. So we'll take these ones, and then we'll take this one, and then we'll take this one. And that all matches up. Now, that's great. We'll clear the filter from here, and we'll put him back here. Now, if we expand this, I'm pretty sure we're safe with this one. Yeah, so we haven't gotten reads for these three. Oh, these two are removed, and this one is... it's in the ceiling, but it's not really safe to get. So the building manager just told us not to go there, so we won't go there. Looks like that's it. Once you're sure you got the values in here, you can just double check. Oh, hello. We've got a few little photos in here that we don't want in there. So if I look over here, what do we do in here? This is usually cleared out. So what I'll do, I'll just filter by anything that's blank in here. You can see all of this is blank. Yeah. That means that we can make all of this blank. And it will be the same as last time. So that's it, I think. Yep. Looks good. Done. So we've just done the electricity. 31st, and we've also done the gas. So we'll scroll down to here because I moved it to here. That's done as well. Beautiful. DFO Spencer Street. That is also known as Spencer Street. So hopefully you're getting a sense of how this is done. Just got to kind of do one at a time. Now Spencer Street again is like DFO. Multiple over here. We'll move it, and then we'll do serial. I think current. I think it was done before the end of the month. Oh, that's a weird date. This meter doesn't like it. So if we scroll down, yeah, see the 31st. Ba-boom. Paste. I think that's pretty good. Check the NAs. I think that's done on AppSheet. Just double check. Yeah, good Jade. Put that there. And we'll look at all of them. So we want to copy this up and down. This one's not right. Move that to there. That one's okay. It's rolled over. I think that's it. That. Okay, now let's move to the gas again. Copy it across. Sorry, this is the water. What I'll usually do, because the macro is running and you need to stop it, if you just press it and let it go, it will go through and destroy every other column. And you need to press the button again to cancel it. So I'll just press escape and I'll go Control Z. So what I'll usually do is I'll press this button, but once it's done this cell, I'll press it again. And it'll stop, and press escape. And then you should be able to copy it all the way down. Now, let's have a look at anything with a 0 or an NA. NA. Alright, so that one's removed, so that's okay. Anything with a 0. we'll change this from 9 to 14, and that will be the column for skips. So that just shows it's a 0 read, and we can see that the previous was 0.02. So instead of making it 0, we'll make it 0.02. And we'll do the same here. We'll check this one, 14, to see if there was a skip, 0 read. And last time we can see it was 0. So just do that. So that's, I think that's that one. And it was the 31st, 1st of 12th of 24. And now this is interesting. So we've got one here, way less. Now it is a water meter. So you can check in AppSheet if there's a photo for it, because it's possible Jade took a photo. Expand that. No, he didn't get a photo. But you can see here down the side, we've got a history of the reads. Every other time he's put a 1, except this time. So my guess is he's just missed the 1 this time. So what we're going to do is, it's still a formula. Copy all this, get the values. We're going to go into this, and we're just going to add a 1 at the front, because that's what the read will be. This one is a bit high, but it seems okay. We'll just, we can always get a photo next time if they ask for it, which they probably will. Oh, gotta do the gas. Get rid of these old photos. Copy across. Delete. Copy this down. All right. And you can see this one looks off. It's less than the previous. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy. I'm going to see if we've got a photo. I think I've asked Jade to get photos from now on. Jade, come on. You didn't get a photo. You got a photo last time though. 15484. And he didn't put that in last time. What did we add it as? Oh. Do you know what? We're just gonna, all right, we're gonna eat humble pie. It's always been that. It's always gonna be that. So, I'm not sure how the 9 got there, but what we'll do is we'll put a photo here and we'll say, photo below 15484.8. And we'll just say, oops, we messed that up. Sorry. But we've got the photo. We've listed that it is the photo. That one we don't need anymore. That one we don't need anymore. All right, and that should be fine. Okay, cool. So I think that's Spencer Street done. All right, so because my voice is starting to go, the rest of these I might just do without talking, and then if there's an issue or something that comes up, I'm probably just gonna, I'll just explain it. But everything here is pretty self-explanatory. Just do the same thing over and over. So I'll do these ones at least, and work my way down. But they're pretty straightforward. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Meter ID. Alright, it's done on the 31st. Yeah, look, I'll keep talking a little bit. Upsheet. I'll just try and keep my words to a minimum. Yeah, bonus. Bonus cat for you. Hello. We'll turn this into cat cam. All right. Back to serious business. Hopefully that's right. All right. App sheet. So Greensborough Plaza this is. These are missing, but they are serial reads. Again, we checked there's max demand, so it must be a pro breed. Cool. Nothing else from these. I think that's everything. Copy paste. Blanks. Zeros. Let's have a look at the zeros. All right. So I've got go to these. This thing just denotes that there's a photo available in app sheet. You can tell because it's timestamped. But if you see this just means there's a photo. Closed. Closed, vacant, vacant, off supply, no access, moved, vacant, and closed. Christmas, a lot of closed. Cool. Copy, paste, copy the date. That's not the right spot. Alright, got a few of these, so I'll do, because they're negative, we'll sort smallest to largest. That'll bring them all up to the top. And 0. That should fix that. Everything else looks good. Oh, there's a misread from last time. Closed from last time. Let's sort again. Yep, that's it. Nothing else there. Once more, copy paste for my sanity, and Greensborough is done. Swanston Electricity. John does this. YMCA Swanston Electricity. This is always current read. I don't think it even takes EOM data at all. Copy paste. NA. Alright, now there's a few we have issues with because the dials on the meters don't move when we try to face read them. So some of them we can only get the total, and we've commented that. And it is the same ones. Now this one has a shoulder, which isn't showing, so I'm just going to copy that into shoulder 2. This one's saying 0.5, so I'm just going to add, oh hang on, let me copy, well I can copy, paste, and then add 0.5. let's... Oh, I forgot to denote Greensborough is done. I'll do that next. Yeah, if you right click on this, it'll come up with the ones you've opened recently. Okay. A lot of red, but it's all probed, so must be accurate. Oh, hang on. What was that? Oh, it's just this. Okay, there's something in there. Copy that all the way to the bottom. Yep, it's done. Now, Greensborough was on the 31st. YMCA was on the 3rd. Epping Medical. Copy paste. App sheet. I think it's just this one, and then the one below will be off supply. Yep. Copy paste. Get rid of this. And fix the dates. Everything's in variance. That's normal. Done. Easy. 30th. Highlands Electricity. And that is always done after the first, so we'll do EOM data. Yeah, and it's telling us down here to do that. I was just on mute for a bit. Whoops. What I was saying was we have to use the EOM data. This one I think we face read. This one used to probe. I think it's off supply, but we're still getting reads from it. So Tanya's given us with the decimal point, but honestly I'm just going to use the last ones because I don't think there's been any usage. It's still not probing. It used to probe, but it doesn't anymore, so I'm just gonna take that, copy paste 12 and that one. That's a lot of usage, but we probed it, so it must be accurate. That one's done. Meter ID. We read it on the 1st, so we'll take the end of month data. Let me just double check. I think it was read after the 1st. Yep, it was. Let's just undo that. It's the first month that Tanya's used AppSheet for all of these sites, so I'm chuffed that it's working so well. See the variance on these. This one's off supply, so we can get rid of that. Yeah, looks good. Everything looks good. See, that's only giving us the total read in both registers, so we just get rid of those. Never adds up correctly. Only. Oh, it doesn't. That's weird. Oh well. You can see that these ones don't add up correctly, but in the usage it does. 4928, 4928. So even though these totals don't, the usage is. Anyway, for my own sanity, I'll copy paste. That's Lynbrook done. And that's all of these ones. What we'll do, because there's so many, we'll do these AppSheet ones, and then it might take a bit to explain these ones just a bit more. So I'll try and fit all these AppSheet ones. We'll just roll through these. We've kind of pretty much done this video, and we'll do these ones in a later video. So let's do these ones now. This is 2, but they're both in AppSheet, and the electricity meter's off supply or removed. There you go. So we'll put that in. Oh, hang on, stop that. Okay. Let me just do the total, because we're only getting the total read, it looks like. Yep. Just the total. I might just check manually when that was read. Oh, here it is. Both the cold water meters on the 3rd. 3rd of the 1st. Copy that down. Meter removed and not replaced. Copy paste. Boom. Matches. Great. Done. 197 Fitzgerald is done. And that's both. Again, they haven't told us that it's been removed, so we keep it on the list, even though it's removed. Now, 340 Bell Street, we can't do that. We actually don't have the data for that because it's locked this month. 999, same deal. Can't get it. Yeah, key safes aren't opening for some reason this month, en masse. All right. Oh, here's a good one. We've got a photo we need. Oh, couple. All right, so boom, AppSheet. So because we're just doing AppSheet reads now, it's exclusively this or this, depending on what's there. Now, what I need to do. Okay, so this one, for some reason, Albany Creek, for some reason, I think this was once read as ending in 19, and it was never changed, so I guess I'm just going to change it to 19. Just makes it easier. Same with this one. It's off by 1, so let's just change that. Saves the hassle. And they come back to us and say, why is it like this? All of these are off by 1. 6, 29, 29. I mean, it's possible he just made a boo-boo this time as well. Cool. I'll also fix the date. So I'm just going to get rid of this. And then I can copy that down. These are removed and we don't have the read, so that's perfect. Oh, now you can tell we have a photo for this one, and we do have a photo for this one. So I'm going to copy this meter, go to app sheet, go to sites red because it was our big list. Open her up, get this, open this photo, and I'm going to, what do you call it? Screen capture or crop it or whatever. Make sure you get the meter number, which is faintly here, and the read 24660. 24660. That's correct. Boom. I just paste into the bottom underneath, and then I'll write photo below. That. Get rid of all this because it's not in here. Copy this. Escape. Control F. Open it up. 7020. Ooh. There's a 3. Oh, 3 to 4. It's pretty close. I'll go with the lower number. And then we'll paste the photo. Oops. I need to screen crop it. The way I screen crop it is Windows Shift and then S. Usually that will automatically crop. Windows Shift and S. Otherwise you can add it as a program down here, I think, on your taskbar. But Windows Shift S should work. Wow, that is high. We'll look at that next. Alright, so 70203 and photo below. Cool. Now, are there any others that are really high? No, just this one. Okay. What on earth has gone on here? Jeez, I don't even know where to start with this one. Let's see if we got a photo. Well, we didn't. I know we didn't already. Okay. So if I look at past usage, oh, do you know what he's done? I reckon he's got the wrong register. 157. He's probably taken the read from the wrong register. Oh, that's frustrating. Because you can see 20,000, 22, 25, 27, 29. It's gone up by 2, 3, 4,000 each time. Oh, here it goes up a fair. Whoa. Oh no. Hang on. Usage has just skyrocketed. It's possible that this is correct and I forgot to put in that we need a photo. So what I need to do, I'm definitely going to need to put photo, please. It's red in it's red before the end of the month, so January 25. I should have put a photo there last time, so I've made a bit of a boo-boo there. But yeah, you can see usage has gone from 2 to 3,000, 4,000, 7,000, and then 5,000. So it is technically in line, but I must have fixed it, quote unquote, fixed it. So what we're going to have to do is saying getting photo next cycle. Well, I'm just going to explain that read should have been 44131 in November. Because if I put that in, then it's reasonable. Getting photo next cycle. I'm going to wrap the text. Cycle. That's all we can really do. Yep. All right, that's it. So I've copy paste. Yep. So I've realized I've made a boo boo. hopefully it's the last time I say the word boo-boo in this video. I've seen that last time I've obviously put a 3 in here, thinking that he's overestimated, and should have been 4. So we're going to get a photo next time, and hopefully that'll fix it. But yeah, that's all we can do this time. So we'll just close it and move on to the next one. It was on the 24th. Let's open a few of them, shall we? Bay Plaza, Birkdale, Bribie, Cairns, City Road. This one should also be probed. We'll do that one as well. No. Oh, shoot, what have I done? There we go. Access South Morang. Usually straightforward. John does this on the last day of every month as per the request of the building manager. Just get rid of these because we don't need them. Or some NAs. So for these last two we need to use the serial. Do the whole thing, copy paste. Good. Pardon me. A little high, but okay. If they have an issue, they'll ask for photos. So access is done. I think that was the 30th. Yeah. Bay Plaza. Bay Plaza is pretty straightforward as well. Just a single read. This guy I've never spoken to, Jason, who does it in Queensland. He's just, look, clockwork, easy. That's done. Oh, I can't even remember what date that was. I gotta keep remembering the date. 26th, Boxing Day. Ugh. Hope we didn't pay him. Birkdale. Meter ID. So Birkdale's Jonathan in Queensland. Again, it's pretty straightforward. This is another one of those ones where I think it's always been read a certain way and I just haven't changed it. So I'll just change that to a 9. 30th. Remember, it was done on the 30th. No usage, no usage. It looks high, but it's only 11 rolled over. You can see. That's easy. Boom, boom, bang. Done. 30th. Bribie. Also Queensland. Jonathan. Bribie Island. Alright, most of them are just singles, except for these few. Well, this one's off supply, that's okay, it was already like that. Just get rid of all the zeros in this one. Boom. Oh, interesting. 50 and 30. 5s and 3s. That old conundrum. Well, it's a little high, but it's okay. What we can do is, just in case, we'll get a photo. Get a photo of this one. So we'll go Control F. So we're still on our sites red page, because this will just give us everything on app sheet that we have. Because literally this entire list that we have here of sites is literally this read sheets thing, this read sheets document that because if you remember, we downloaded the CSV. So everything that we take from here is exactly the same as here, except in this one on the internet, on the actual website, we can see the photos, any photos that we have over. Well, not with that one, of course, because it never works that way when you're trying to show someone. But yeah, so I usually just, if I'm searching for meters and I'm doing all of the app sheet ones, I'm in here, Control F. We'll just say photo, please, and I think he does it around the end of the month, so we'll say Jan/Feb 25. Cool. This one as well. Let's search for this one and see what the previous reads have been. Okay, it has always been 30. 30, 30, 30, 30. So what we'll do, because we don't have a photo this month, so we can't change it, because we need photo evidence to be able to change it. See, it must have been all the way back here. Someone's read it wrong, him or Joel or someone. I see 40, 50, 40. Because all the way back here it's been misread. We'll just make it 50 so that they don't kick up a fuss. We'll get a photo next month, and we can just photo January 25. Just highlight that so that we remember to get a photo for it next time. Save. Bribie done. Can't remember the date. $27th. What's next? Cairns. Sometimes we have issues with the last digit not being read or being read. Just use the previous reads as a guide. Oh, well, he gets a photo of each one every time, so use that as well. 0. Read obstructed. Well, let's get some dates in here, shall we? 23rd. Ah, 2025. No. Boom. See? All good. No issue this month. Done. Cairns Day Surgery. In the books. 23rd. City Road. Alan does this. We'll have to book an appointment for this. We have to book an appointment or send them an email beforehand to let them know we're coming. Okay. Here's some issues. Paste. Just look at these. Alright, no NAs, so we'll just look at the zeros. Okay. Any that say off supply, just leave it. Usually means zero read. Let's close this time. Off supply, zero read. Alright. Cool. Any last time? We'll hopefully they clean that switcher up. Now I've got a few here I don't like the look of. Where in the past we have not had decimal points. Oh, it's filtered. Hang on, let me clear this filter and copy it down. So let's just sort smallest to largest. And these ones where we have a decimal, what we'll do is, it's the same read. So we'll just literally copy this. You can do it by hand if you want. If you're not sure, totally fine. Just do it by hand. But if you're feeling, confident, just copy and paste it across. But yeah, doing it by hand, nothing wrong with that. Then you know you're gonna get it right. What needs replacing here? Lights in switch room. So I'll just use a torch. Actually, no. Do you know what? We'll be good. We'll now we've told them. Okay. This one where it says zeros. Get rid of the zeros. No filter. Filter the zeros. Get rid of the zeros. Change that to 65. Plus more and more. 9. Okay, that's high, but it's a low usage, so. High variance, but total off peak and off peak add up to total, so it's it's likely accurate. Yep, same with this one. High variance, 383, but it matches. And Alan, I trust his reads. He's very, very thorough. He's slow. He talks a lot, but he's really good. He's a thorough guy. So that's City Road done. '24th. I remember it this time. Corio. Okay. Now, Corio is a bit tricky because Tony sent some photos, but he can't, get a serial number. Tony has to text the photos because he can't, AppSheet's not letting him add them. Let's do this first. Meter ID. Boom. Here. Okay. What for Xmas? Oh. Done. Oh. There's a 1 here, which usually means we have to add them. So if there's a 1, double check it all the time, double check if it's a 1, because it usually means this plus this, the total plus the peak. There'll be 2, they'll just have a high and a low register, or a peak and an off peak only. You need to add them. So always check for that. This one's weird. I don't know. No, I don't understand. That one just doesn't make any sense. Registers are weird. I've asked them to tell us which ones to use. They don't tell us. Nothing we can do. Alright, that's high. Go to the leading one. Much better. Weird reads that don't add up. Locked. This one's just weird. We don't even need to read it. Alright, and photos. Alright, so I've got some photos that we need for these meters. Just add them in. Tony texts them, so I just email them to myself, or use Google Photos to get them from the cloud, and then just paste them in. It's 3797. Sorry. What's the other one? Is there another one? I thought there was another one. There was one more meter. Right. 1584. No, that one's fine. Okay, there was one more meter they wanted us to add, and it was, I'll show you, it's this one, a new Ferguson player one. So I haven't added it because I forgot to add it last month. So if I can just zoom in on that, I think it's the meter number is 036811. So I've got to do 036811. It's only let me do 36811. And then I'll just double check if it's in app sheet because I want to add it. So Corio Electricity. Did I add it in here? 00368111. So can I just? It's not letting me. If I change it to text, and then can I do this? Or if I do this? Ah, there we go. Bang, it's in there. Oh, 2.6. I thought it was 26. Let's have a look at that photo again. Ah, he's right. It's 2.6. And we'll put photo below. So that's a new meter. So we've added that new meter in there. And then there was another new one that they wanted us to look at, which was, zoom out, this one. So it was last month. These three little ones combined were one blue one, but they've replaced them. So I'm gonna have to. There's no meter number, so I'm just gonna have to call it cage 11, I guess. Now I want to make sure that there's no other meter cage 11. Okay, cool. It's just called cage 11 Corio. I've already got it in there. So I'm going to copy that and then paste. And that'll be what it is. And I'll say blue CD screen replaced by 3 check meters. Photos below. So now I'll move this over here. Let's just move them across a bit. Make a bit of room. And those check meters. Let's see if we can. 482. I don't even know which ones to use, so please advise which one to use. So we'll take a photo of this. Make this a bit smaller. And then we'll go boom. Take that. And then we'll take this one. See, because that's like They are in order, but then I want the overall photo to kind of show all three combined are cage, blah, blah. Go. I think that's good. My guess is that, oh, don't want to delete that one. Clear, just deleting all the zeros. My guess is, let me just copy this down. So there we go. My guess is that, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My guess is that this is the peak, this is the shoulder, this is the off peak, and they add up to the total. But I'm not going to, or if they are to be added together. So it could be another one like the high-low one before where it was a 1, and we might just get Tony to put the 1 in and that's it. Anyway, food for thought. Copy paste. Let's get the dates right. God, that one's annoying. That one was really annoying. Why can't they all just be really quick? Save the 30th. Boom. Next, Currimundi. This one's pretty straightforward. Problemo. Copy paste. Done. Easy. That's it. Just my own peace of mind. Boom. Done. 27th. Okay, let's open up some more. How many have we got ready? 32 ready to email. Beautiful. All right, so we've just opened up a big bunch of them. Let's do Wintergarden first. What is this? Yeah, so this is the old list when there's a whole collection of them that we don't read there, and we had to work out which ones we did and which ones we were then not going to read after that. So anyway, shouldn't be a problem for this time because it's all sorted. Let's hope there's no issues. Probably a lot of closed ones because it's a shopping centre over Christmas. Oh, no NAs, so we'll just look at the zeros. Okay, vacant, correct. Off supply, 0 read. Yep, close enough. Oh, okay, here we go. Shop closed up, looks vacant. So we'll just put vacant. I'll put vacant, no access, specifically for Wintergarden because they really love to get every single read every single month, even if it's vacant and we can't get in. They think we should just break in and get it. Can't locate, vacant, removed, shop covered up, removed, no access, vacant, unable to identify, closed, 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 vacant, can't identify, unable to locate. Done. Great, so that's that. Let's have a look through some of these. Ooh. Let me get rid of these zeros firstly. Ooh. Oh, so photo, and we do have a photo. let's get this photo first. Let's get that out of the way. Whoa. That one? No, that's not it. It's our previous photos. We don't need that. We need this. Let me just fix off this Corio one quickly. You mean to take reads for each of the 3 check meters and send photos to Stephen /Feb 25. I put Jan/Feb because I don't know if he'll read it in January or February, so it's better to just put both. And I put the date there because then I know that I need to remove that note once we get past that month. Whereas if it's just a note there, like photo please, then yeah, I'll leave it there. Okay. Wow, we'll just leave that. I don't think he's added the location details. Alright, cool. Anyway, where were we? Wintergarden. Queensland. Charming. Yep. Boom. That's correct. Let's also get this so we get a better idea of that. Photo below. Cool, that's done. Now, what I want to do with this one specifically, I get rid of all these. Oh, I should have done this with City Road as well. So, just with these app sheet ones, because we put them all in by hand, you really want to make sure that they all add up, all the registers add up. Because right here you can see something's going on. That ain't right. Yeah. Now with City Road, Alan's pretty accurate, so I trust him. So he might get one or two like little, off by 1 or 2 or something. But with Wintergarden, like something like this, and specifically, and I don't mean to shame him or call him out because he uses a different phone, but Chris Constantinidis, his sites, I will do this with pretty much every single one of his reads. He reads them all on AppSheet, but the phone he's using with the numbers, it's like they're all across the top. He doesn't have like a pad. They're not big, they're small numbers. So I will always do this to double check. So what I will do is I'll go into a different column and I'll go equals this minus this minus this minus this. So the total minus peak minus shoulder minus off peak. And copy that all the way down just for the ones that have all the registers. Because then, this way you can see if these actually do indeed add up to the total. And if they don't by a substantial margin, then you can fix it. So for example, obviously this one is off, but we knew that from there. But for the other ones that are more subtle like this, it's off by 5. That's 5 too many. So what I can do is I can just take 5 off this. Because it's a really big number here, it won't make a difference. So I'll just get rid of 5 from there. I can also, to confirm it, I can go do it in the usage next to it. Then this will make absolutely sure. So it's off by 2, but 1 or 2, I don't really care. So I'll just scroll down and kind of have a look. That's fine. This is off, but it's because it's turned over. So that's okay. Turned over. It's off by 5. So let's take 5 off here. I think we'll check the... Yeah, that's a lot there. So it won't make a difference. Skimming it off the top. So just this one. So now we know that this one is wrong. And we obviously know that it's the off-peak register that's wrong. So what we can do is we can calculate what the off-peak register is using our other ones. So if we go equals this minus this minus this, enter, and we can see that the off-peak is what is remaining. And it should be 123270. And what does he put in? 12368. So he's probably, what he's done is he's left out a 2. And that's what it should be. Now, if we go this minus this minus this minus that, we can see it's off by 2, which is fine. So I'm fine with that. So something to keep in mind when we do these. That's okay. Vacant. Shut. Alright, I think that's it. That's done. Wintergarden. Complete. I didn't check the date. Oh. Guess the 31st. Oh, he's nailed it. Valley Metro. This one's small. This is on Queensland. Valley Metro. Should be pretty straightforward and easy. Usually this one is the only one that we don't have a read for. And today is no exception. So he puts can't locate, but we kind of know where it is, but we kind of don't. Joel, who used to read the site, used to get in with the archives guide, but we still haven't gotten any kind of update on where it is. This one a little off, but it's because it's rolled over. So, for example, if we go, let's just put in as if it had not rolled over, and you can see that it is within variance. So just get rid of that. Valley Metro. Oh, didn't check the date on that one either. Silly boy. 30th. The Barracks. Now he did say there was some closed this time. Off supply, that's okay. Closed. Yep, closed. Can't get them. Easy. Oh. Oh, these ones he couldn't get either. Okay, so he's just left them blank. Which is a bit frustrating. I thought it was only a few of them, but he's left like all of them. Okay. Well. No one able to provide access. I like when it's in one line, it looks nice. So I'm just going to copy this into here. So he called me and told me about this. They couldn't get into this building. So I'm just going to have to leave that and get it next time, I guess. That's the same. Why is that the same? It's always been the same. It's the same meter. I've never noticed that. There's only one entry. Well, looks like this one's a duplicate. Get rid of that. Bye. Just ignore that. Did not even realize that was a duplicate. So, anyway, that's all we can do. 31st. All right. Here's Chris Constantinides. Press the button 2 times, remember? Boom, boom, boom. Now, let's see, because I don't know when he read it. So I'm going to look for that meter. 3rd of the 1st, great. We need to read it after the start of the month. So I'm glad that he's done it this time. He should also have taken photos. So if I go to here, I should see a big fat beautiful photo here. 182439. Perfect. Lovely. All done. Kingston Village. Press it twice. Oh, beautiful. It's all there. Let's have a look at Kingston. 31st. A little high, but only just, so I'm fine with that. All done. Easy. Summerhill Shopping Centre. John does this one. Let's move that a little bit. All right. Now, there's usually a few where we don't do the decimal points, but historically they've been put there. So what we'll do is with this one, we'll just copy this and paste it here. I'll get rid of the zeros as well. That one's removed. That one's off supply, so that's all good. Get rid of the zeros and filter the zeros. Delete. It's off by 1. This one I also copy from the previous month and paste in here. It's always the same. That one, this one, and this one. Always the same. You know, 1 month we've gone over, so we just recorrect it each time. But that's done. Oh, that's high. But you can see the usage here. 3.9 ends in 3.9, whereas here ends in 5.5. So that's like 1.6, and it's gone up to 36. So that's why it's so high. So realistically, that's in the right area. So that's fine. Summerhill done. I can't remember. I think it was the 31st. It was. I'm just gonna say 31st. I can't be bothered opening it. I've forgotten it so many times now. Okay, next one. Okay, Epping Plaza. Now, before I forget, Epping Plaza gas, that's how it's known in the results. In the list here, it's called Pacific Epping Gas. Okay, so just as a FYI, so same thing, gas rate, we've got to press it twice because there's only one column. Copy it down. Now we're going to do something we did previously, which is, well, we're going to filter by zeros before we copy and paste, because I want to see if John's probably put skip reasons in here. So we change that to 14, and we'll change this one to 14. So this one says vacant, area demolished, new shops being built. That's pretty much the same, so we're good with that. This one says other comment, business is shut. And what has he said? Update access details, business shut down. Okay, John, I'll update that next when I am resetting everything. That's it. Looks like he's taken a shortcut on this one, so we'll just copy that, and we've forgotten the point too, so we'll just copy that. Check the date. Pacific Epping, 30th. That's a little high. We'll just see if we got a photo. It's good to check. It's good to check. You never know. He might have gotten a photo. Nope. So, but we'll get a photo next month. Because he does it around the end of the month. We'll do Jan/Feb. Were there any? I feel like we were supposed to get a photo. Nope, that's me. You got a photo of this one. But I don't think we need it. So I'm going to delete it. Nando. Oh, actually, I'm going to leave it because I feel like we got asked. Did we get asked to last? Just going to check my emails. No, we're all good. That's done. Epping Plaza / Pacific Epping. DFO Canberra. DFO Canberra. Now with these we'll do the serial. So we've done the ID, we'll do the serial. Beautiful. That all works out well. Now there's always one in here where they seem to read they mix up the peak and the off peak. Or the peak and the shoulder, something like that. This one. I don't know why. I probably need to get photos of them to confirm. But what I do is, I usually... Okay, well, first let's get rid of all the zeros. Oh, let me check the 0 ones. In case they have notes. And they do. We've got photos. Beautiful. I love photos. Closed. Vacant. Vacant. Closed. Vacant. Beautiful. No more other notes. These ones have zeros. Get rid of them. Okay, so with this one, I usually just it's always this 1 meter, the C1112, and it's always these seem to be in the wrong way. So we'll put copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So I just switch them around. That's closed and vacant. That's closed vacant. Oh, we've got an issue here. Oh, do you know what we'll do? We'll do the old. Oh, so no more construction there. New store has been installed, obviously. Let's have a look if there's anything up here that needs updating. Okay, I think that's okay. That's making a note because there's nothing there previously. That's okay. Let's do our little Chris Connor trick. Probably shouldn't call it that. Let's do our confirm registers trick. and we'll copy that down. And so we'll just do anything that, no blanks. Oh, wait, no, that one shouldn't be right. That should be equals. Oh, I remember now. Canberra is a mess. I don't know why none of these registers seem to add up. I remember now. Oh my gosh. Don't use this. It's so far off. I assume maybe we don't use the shoulder. But anyway, I have no idea. Just use these. Okay. Well, this one is definitely off, so we'll keep that. That one we'll double check. Holy cow, the usage. Oh no, that's okay because it's rolled over. That one's definitely off. Yep, you can tell. This one maybe. No. It's rolled over. That one. No, see, I think if we sum these, yeah, that's okay. It's just missing a leading zero, so that's okay. That one is off. That one is definitely off. Okay, so we'll get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Now, how do we figure out which one is correct? Well, you can usually check the usage and you can go, well, this looks reasonable, this looks reasonable, this looks reasonable, this does not. So I think the total is wrong. So what we'll do is we'll add up all of the other registers, that plus that plus that, and it should equal our total. And you can see, oh, clearly they've left out a 9. So all we've got to do is just throw a 9 in there and boom. That is our 0, so we fix that. This one, look in the usage, it's the shoulder one, that's off, so we'll go equals total minus peak minus off peak, leave the shoulder out of it, and that 1.5 should be a 6. And now this has been fixed. Last one, this one might be a bit harder to figure out, so we have to do some tricksy things. So what we'll do, we're going to try and guesstimate each register. So we'll go and we'll see which one is the closest. So we'll go equals this plus this plus this. Then we'll go equals this minus this minus this. So we're just going to leave out the register we want to test it with, because this minus this minus this equals this minus this minus this. Okay. Hang on a sec. Did I do that right? Oh no, I didn't. Minus this. Ah. Okay. I think. Yep. So you can see. So if we, for example, in previous months with the same meter, we take this one and this one, only these two, they sum up to 44879. 44879. So it's fine. These two we add up 48579. 48579 basically. So basically what we're saying is that the shoulder one, the shoulder one read, yeah, doesn't even matter. So if we just take this one and this one, 53284, 53284 down the bottom here. So this is fine. So there's nothing wrong with it. All kosher. So I think that's it. We've fixed everything here. So now we make sure we clean up these columns. Copy, paste, boom, done. That was done. Oh, gosh. DFO Canberra. How many have we done? We've done 40. We've got 40 ready to send. Third. What we got? Fucking, let's keep going. Sorry. Ignore that. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to pause it right there, and stop the video, and then we'll carry on onto the next video. We'll finish off all of these app sheet ones, and then we'll get into the Excel and paper read sheet, and then the interval data ones. And after that, we'll do the sending, how to email them off in a separate one as well. So, and the interval data as well. Some of them we need other files that we need to collect. So what we'll do is we'll pause it for now, finish this off next time. So yeah, stop it here. See you in the next one.